Guys, Fulas coming to you with another video. Shout out to the whole LDBC. So in this video, man, I want to do a Fulas product review because I have not done a product review in some time now. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now this thing right here, man, all I got to say about this is a life preserver, okay? You know, when you don't have African markets in the area, when you go to the next best thing. The next best thing is a Caribbean market. The next best thing is a Latin American market. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I haven't been into one of the mainstream supermarkets in forever. I haven't really been into a Whole Foods like that. I haven't really been into a Ralph's like that. I haven't really been into a Vaughn's like that. You know, I really haven't been into those places. You know, chances are, you know, if you go into like, I want to say, an African market, of course, it's owned by an African. If you go into a Caribbean market, it's owned by a Caribbean. And so, in other words, it's like you're supporting black, you know, so anytime I can do it, I will do it. Now, this drink, man, Irish Moss. Man, I don't know what it is, man, about it, but it does the trick in many ways than one. I mean, the first thing about it is there's some nutritional value, okay? The nutritional value comes from the simple fact it has like vitamin A, vitamin B, it has potassium, and it has things that clean out your stomach enzymes, okay? Which is what I like a lot, right? Another thing, too, about this is that if you are the type that's always on the go, like I am, this thing may be your this thing may be your best friend because it gives you a sense of fullness too. You know, I don't know what the protein levels are. It doesn't even have that much protein, but it just gives you, you know, it really just gives you like, makes you feel like, you know, you've eaten already. So this is what I like about it, you know. Now, there is another thing that it does, too. It does the and what I mean by that is if you have your missus over or if you have your significant other over, drink one of these and as Elephant Man would say, you'll be good to go. But anyhow, you know, the only flaw with this one, you know, is that it does have some of these fillers. You know, this one right here has like, you know, a couple of those fillers that people, you know, shy away from, you know. But for dairy, this thing is pretty damn good. You know, as a matter of fact, if I had my choice between this and like one of the Rockstar energy drinks, one of the Monster energy drinks, one of those energy drinks, I would choose this instead, you know. Now, of course, granted, the person who likes juices is going to choose that, you know, going to choose the Rockstar, whatever the case may be. Now, a can of this is pretty pricey, though. I'm not going to even lie. Like, you're going to pay like a good penny for this. Like, you're going to pay like $3, you know, for this. But it's well worth it, you know. What I need to learn how to do now, though, this will be more cost efficient, but it will take longer to do. I need to learn how to just get the Irish moss raw and then just make it myself. Because the way that this drink is put together is different from the way that it's different from the scratch way of doing things. The scratch way of doing things is very, very much, I want to say, like definitely more organic. I mean, I've seen cases where, you know, the Irish moss, they put nutmeg in it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, that this is something I need to like put effort into doing and possibly make a tutorial video on once I finally do it myself, you know. I just got to really figure out how to tap in and do it, you know, and probably that one with just buying the Irish moss itself is probably going to even taste better than this one. But I'm not going to lie, this one still tastes pretty good. Now on to the second drink. This one, Guanábana, aka sour soap. This is a very good drink. This is a juice, you know. The thing is that what I notice about like the places like Whole Foods, what I notice about the places like Sprouts and stuff like that, they don't have, how should I say it? They don't have, the rare things like that. You know, they pride themselves on organics and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like they kind of are lacking some of the key organics, some of the key superfoods. And this is definitely one of the superfoods. You know, Guanábana is also known as sour soap. And, you know, with that being said, this fruit has a lot of medicinal healing qualities. You know, now I don't know how true it is. Don't quote me on it. I don't know where this report comes from. I don't know how it can be trusted, you know, and if we are to take it serious. But there was a conversation that said that this fights cancer cells, you know. I don't know. As I said, I don't know how true it is. But the fruit has kind of like, I want to say, I can't really say it has a tart taste. Well, yeah, I can. The fruit by itself has a tart taste. But the problem is finding the fruit by itself is very, very difficult. You know, I'm serious. Like, I look everywhere to the ends of the earth, and I've only found it one time by itself in its raw form. You know, so this is the next best thing. And it does have a lot of goodness in it, and I actually like to drink it, you know. And it tastes good, man. You know the remarkable thing about all of these drinks and stuff like that? You know, when you look at these drinks, yeah, you realize that, like, you realize that, you know, the African, the Latin, and the Caribbean world are one world. And that, unfortunately, colonialism and our own prejudice separate us from that fact. I will give you an example of how it is one thing. We have a drink back home. We call it BSAP. All BSAP is hibiscus flowers boiled. And you can put it, like, if you want pineapple juice inside, you can use mints. You can just, you can basically prepare how you see fit. The same drink in Latin America is called Jamaica. It's the same exact thing, just slightly different modifications. In Caribbean, it's called Sorrel. In Africa, we drink ginger beer. In Caribbean, they drink ginger beer. In Africa, we eat the tubers, meaning the yuca, the sweet potatoes, and the like thereof. In Caribbean, they do the same. In Africa, we eat plantains. We eat the unripe green bananas. Latin America, Caribbean, they do the same. So unfortunately, our preconceived notions of each other kind of block dialogue, kind of block, I want to say bilateral relations, informal bilateral relations. And me, I'm not about that. You know, I'm not about that separation. I'm about unification. And I see the unification in all the foods that we eat, you know. And with that being said, man, I just want to make a review on these things. And leave your thoughts, leave your comments. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and you're going to see more of those videos. Pretty soon, maybe I will do some cooking tutorials if I'm up to it. And you can see how I get down in the kitchen, basically. And, you know, if you have a product like a Caribbean product, or if you have a Latin American product that you would think I would like, feel free to share it. Feel free to let me know in the comment section, you know. But with that being said, Fulas signing out. Njarama.